Bajaj Auto is lining up major launches this festive season and beyond, and is gearing up to take on Hero Moto and Honda in the two-wheeler space. Speaking to ET Now, Rajiv Bajaj told that the new model of Pulsar will hit the market next year, and another 100cc bike is just around the corner.
From a Bajaj point of view, after the success of the 200 NS with the Pulsar, surely we must do an encore, and there will be a new Pulsar in the market in 2013, a all-new Pulsar again. And then in the commuting segment will be this 100cc motorcycle we spent so much time on. I think in terms of volumes, I have a lot of hopes resting on that particular motorcycle. We also have new three-wheelers finally scheduled for launch. It's been a long time since we did justice to our leadership in three-wheelers, and so we are launching actually several new three-wheelers to almost replace our entire portfolio. All this will happen in 2013, and of course along with that will be the four-wheeler RE60.
You said it's not a Discover 100cc, but so are you trying to tell us that this is going to be a different platform altogether that you're working on, or it could be a new brand?
I want all of you to keep guessing so that we can get more and more PR, which is cheaper than advertising. What I'm saying so far is that it needn't necessarily be the Discover brand. I'm not saying it's not, but I don't want to say it is. I think it's too early to reveal that because we are still 2 months away. And fundamentally there are three choices before us. It could be the Discover. It could be a new Platina, because at 40,000 units a month, the Platina has a very strong position in the mind of 100cc buyers. And it could even be a new brand, which is what I think you were trying to refer to in saying a new platform. It could be a new brand if we think it has a special attribute that merits being a new brand.
Okay, talking about your numbers as well, your Q2 numbers have been better than the Q1, so that has to be largely because of the price hikes also you have taken. But if you could give us a sense that, especially your margins when we talk about, that's been close to about 19%, and give us a sense on what led such good numbers largely. Will these margins be sustainable going forward?
Even when volumes fall a bit, our volumes year on year fell, if I remember right, about 10%. But we don't lose any economies of scale. We don't suddenly start suffering diseconomies of scale, because our fixed costs are so low that a little drop in volume here and there doesn't really impact the bottom line. So pricing power at the front end, a variabilized lean structure at the back end. These two pillars are responsible for the consistency in our margins. I think this quarter represents perhaps the 12th or 14th quarter in a row that we've been around the 20% mark. From this point of view, I would say that although it's hard to predict the future, but I expect us to continue to be in this zone, definitely in Q3, because Q3 volumes will be higher than Q1 and Q2, and hopefully also for the last quarter of the year.
Like you said, Hero, which is now #1 in India, but it's kind of struggling at this point. But does this give you an opportunity to move to that #1 position?
Bajaj, it is clear, we don't make scooters. We are a motorcycle player. This is integral to our strategy of being a specialist. Being a specialist means you must sacrifice. We don't make mopeds, we don't make scooters, we don't make cheap 100cc bikes. Sometimes the competition in order to get volumes can drop prices or introduce cheap stuff, compromise on margins. I mean, it's no secret that Hero's operating margins are effectively half of ours now. So sometimes competition will do that. TVS margins are even lower than Hero's. But in the short term, it may well be that in volume terms, Hero and Honda will stay ahead of Bajaj. But I think in terms of profitability, in terms of market cap, in terms of technology, in terms of exports, I think Bajaj will continue to stay ahead.